Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week. I also share an extra personal monthly video or Zoom call with my patrons. If you're interested in finding out about supporting me over there, that link is always down in the description. Today's video is one of my personal favorites because it is my golden coils for 2023 that I got to build and customize. Golden Coil let me build out and customize these planners for myself. I have been using one of their planners almost every year for the past several years. I have an entire big Golden Coil playlist. So if you're interested in seeing a lot of their different layouts I have tried, check out my Golden Coil playlist. I will link down here in the description because you can find a lot of different layouts there. I have only tried one daily layout, but I have tried many of their weekly layouts and different extra pages. I've used their linen covers, I've used their vegan leather covers, and these are their artist covers. In one of my videos, I compare all the 3 different covers. So if you're trying to decide between cover type, you might want to check that out. I can say though, if there's an artist cover that I love, I almost always want to pick the artist cover now. Although there is something about the draw of the simplicity of their linen covers or their vegan leather covers, like it is very hard to choose a cover for them. They are just a beautiful, customizable planner brand. I do not have an affiliate link. My discount code might still be going. If it is, I'll put it down in the description. I got a discount code for my top 5 weekly planners video, which came out before this. Golden Coil was in that. If my discount code has ended, because I have not heard from them yet on what date my code is going to go up to, it's 10% off Amanda10. I have a full Golden Coil playlist, like I mentioned, with all the past Golden Coil layouts that I have used and all the different covers. Today, we're just gonna go through what I built for 2023. And I will tell you a little bit about the company as we go along, but I'm not gonna maybe share as extensively as other videos because I feel like that's been covered in some of my other videos on my playlist. These are beautiful artist covers that were designed by artists for Golden Coil, and the artist names are on their website. I love them. They are smooth. They have a little bit of a grippy feel to them and like a coating over smooth. Your Golden Coil, this is all on their website information, is built based on the number of pages you put in there because you get to add so many different pages, extras of whatever you wish to add in. Your coil size matches your number of pages. So I believe I wrote in here how many pages I got in each one of these, and I will share that with you. First, I will share my content planner that I built. So I have been using this planner layout from them for several years as my content planner. It just works so perfectly for me now. This layout, I'm just not changing it because it works right now. Each one of their covers you can see has the Golden Coil written in gold foiling on there. They have a Golden Coil, hence the name of the company, and their little symbol on the back. But the rest, it's really the artist's work that shines on these covers. They are hard, and then you come inside, it's just a white paper coating on the inside end pages. And then you start where you get to design. And I have shared this in other Golden Coil videos, but right off, I just want to share that Golden Coil paper is a little bit more cream. It's a creamy paper. I wouldn't call it yellow. But if you look at it next to an ERIN CONDREN, like bright white, it is a cream paper. I don't mind it at all. I love kind of the cream look. It's supposed to be easier on the eyes. I mean, I like both. I use bright white planners and cream. You guys know that if you follow me. I just want to point that out because sometimes that is really important to people, the paper color. So I wanted to do a side comparison here and just let you see that. Something really interesting about their paper is that it pretty much feels exactly like ERIN CONDREN paper to me. It is also 80-pound Mohawk paper, and so is ERIN CONDREN paper. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same paper, but just a tiny bit different color because it has the same tooth to it, like a little texture to it. That's what tooth means. So the feel of the paper is pretty much identical and writing on it feels identical. So that is something to note. If you love ERIN CONDREN paper, as long as you're fine with this cream color, then you will also love Golden Coil paper. Let's look at the layout I used for my content planning. So you get to choose your layout. They have so many weekly layouts, I think over 20 now, more than that possibly. They have less daily layouts, but they have several to choose from for daily too. You choose your layout. This is the layout I chose and have used for my content for several years. I just write whatever YouTube video is going up that week, which is only one video a week for me. This year and all previous years, it's always been on Tuesdays, but I'm not saying that anymore because I might actually be changing my day of the week for 2023. We will see. I like having Monday through Friday over here because I don't often plan content for the weekend, so it's kind of nice that that is separate. Now, sometimes I do put ideas on there. These are just for Instagram mainly, other than my YouTube video listed here. Like, what do I want to put up for Instagram that day? Or what do I need to put up for a company for Instagram that day? Or sales to remember, or just any specific things like that. I like that there's plenty of space for me here. My content planner, some weeks can get very full. Here's my content planner from this year. I use Passion Planner tabs. Your Golden Coil does not come with tabs because each page is printed separately and put in, because you can actually pick your extra pages to go in between every week or every month, or you can put them at the beginning or at the end. So every page is like printed separately. It's a different type of printing, and they cannot work tabs into there, at least at this point. I really like Passion Planner tabs on mine. They're thin. They come in all different colors. These are rose gold just because it happened. I thought it looked good with this particular cover that I chose last year, and that is a beautiful artist cover too. Your Golden Coil truly does feel like a piece of art. Like, I have saved all of my Golden Coils, and I have not saved all of my other planners, you guys. There are some things in here I cannot show you. I will just try to turn to a week a bit. Like, this is a lot of times how my week ends up looking. Sometimes I utilize this for different ideas that I might use that week, or things I need to film, or, you know, like these things are already filmed, reels, you know, what I need to work on for filming or pictures. But sometimes I don't use it like that week. Here's another week. So weeks can look all different. I can utilize this list or not, but the layout just works for me. So I am keeping it the same, and I have also put in the same extra pages into here. So that's the layout. You can choose if you have quotes on every page, and you can also choose the quote package that you pick. And each page, it will show you where the quote goes because it's different based on the layout that you pick. So you build your whole planner, and then you get to look at a mock-up of it. Make sure you look at that because it's going to show you what holidays you picked. It's going to show you if you picked quotes and which quote package and where they go. So you want to check and make sure everything's right. Holidays, if you pick a holiday package, they're all different packages, or you can have none. Go right here in light gray under your date there. But they will show you in each layout where your holidays go. They are also listed on your months if you pick the holidays. Now, I did not put any pages in between my weeks, so you can have extras pages put in between every week. You can have an extras page or a grocery page or a meal plan page put with every month. I didn't put any extra pages. In some of my past years, I have. But in my content planner, I've learned what I need. There's how your holidays look, printed on the monthly layout. At the top of your box, you have a good header space at the top and bottom of your month for notes or lists or intentions or quotes or for decorating. You get to choose a Sunday or a Monday start on your monthly calendar too. You can also choose to put iCal events and Google Cal events to import them. So let's say you want all your kids' school days off, imported and printed on your calendar, or all your kids' soccer games on there. You can do that. It's very simple. I did it one year in mine just because I wanted to test and see how it went. It's not really something I want to utilize in my content planner, but I wanted to test it and see how it went, and it worked perfectly. It was so amazing, and the tutorial they have on their website of how to do that was so easy. I'm not great at technology. I was able to do it. You can do it if I can do it. These are the pages you get to customize your name up here. I put look up because I wasn't sure what my word of the year was going to be for 2023 yet. Now I know what it is. My 2023 word of the year is rejoice because my son comes home from his 2-year mission in 2023 in the first week of October. So my word is rejoice. But since I didn't know when I printed these planners, I just put look up because that's also something I want to remember. It means a lot to me. It means more than just look up. I put that there. I put the year at a glance. They have a horizontal or vertical year at a glance. And I put both in this one because I have utilized both for different reasons in my content planner. So even if I don't utilize both this year, it's only 2 pages. I went ahead and put that in here. I will try to put the number of pages, if I can find it, of how many I put in this planner. But I guess I did not remember to put it in here. I know that these were around $75 to $80, I believe, each, how I built them out. So depending on how many pages you put in them is your price. I really think that Golden Coil planners are completely worth it for all the customization you can do. If you know you're going to use it for the whole year, I mean, it is totally worth it. If you hash that out, it is hardly anything per day to have a planner that you love using. Your Golden Coil comes in just a black box with gold foiling lettering on there. It comes wrapped in some gray tissue paper. It's a very fun package to receive, but these boxes are great for keepsakes in your closet if you are not going to keep your planner in it, or keeping cards. So I do usually keep these boxes and have put them to use for saving things like that. All right, let's see what else I put in here. I put these social media pages. So like I said, they have so many extras pages you can choose from, add-on pages. I put 2, 4, 6, 8. I know I had extras last year and I didn't use all the room, but just to make sure that I didn't run out of room, I like to put all my videos on here. It helps me keep track of them. I don't really use these checklists, to be honest, but it helps me keep track of my videos, especially when I'm working with companies. So I put those in here. And then I also put, these are just specific notes for when I'm working with different companies. So I can write like the company name, the video date, and then anything specific that we talked about, or notes or discount codes, things I want to remember, I put in here. So these are project pages. So I put some of those up here up front. And then I went straight into my monthly layout. So those were the only extra pages I put up front. After using this for several years, I've really been able to hone in on what works for me. And then you have your monthly layout, and then you go straight into all your weeks, and then my months, because I didn't put any extra pages in there. At the back, I did add some extra pages. I didn't add any in between. I like having some of their graph grid. I like that their graph grid is very light. I don't like dark graph grid. So I use those generally for notes every year. Then I put some blank pages because I really like blank. So I put a few blank for just when I want to mind map things out or just have a blank page. Then I put a couple of it's a 2-page spread called meeting notes. I don't have a lot of use to need those. I only put in 2, but I did use the couple that I put in this year. So I did put in those here. Most of my stuff is done over email. And then at the end of your planner, you have a pocket. It's just on one side. So it's only this side, and it's just white, but it's a very thick cardstock functional pocket. And that is your Golden Coil planner. I've never had any problem with their coils at all. They are so well made. I mean, I pick up and down my content planner on the constant. And I've also used their weekly planners and pick them up and put them down on the constant, and I've never had any problem. I think one of the big things is, their covers fit correctly to just slide right over the coil. But also, you never have the wrong size coil for the number of pages that you have in your planner. And if you follow me, you know I like smaller planners. I don't like huge, thick planners. That's just my personal preference. I know so many people, including one of my good friends, Tara, loves big, thick, chunky planners. I just prefer smaller and lighter weight, even though I don't carry them out of the house. Let's look at my weekly planner now. This is a little bit smaller, like I shared, than my content planner because I built it with a little bit less pages. So it took the next size smaller coil. I believe this might be their smallest coil. I could be wrong. Let's jump in here. It's beautiful cover once again. Now, every year I try a different weekly layout from them. I have used it in the past years just as a weekly list, not necessarily as my weekly agenda planner, but like my weekly list. And so we will see how I end up using this year, but I've really enjoyed trying out a different layout every year. I guess I haven't found one that I just have to stick with. They have so many different ones, and I find myself always wanting to try a new one every year. So you can go back through all my Golden Coil videos and you can see all the different layouts I've tried and how I've used them. I've even used some of their weekly layouts as a daily planner because some that have a lot of list room really lend itself to even being able to kind of be used as a daily planner for me. So in this one, I threw the same thing on the front page, and I threw the year at a glance vertical up front. And then I put some blank pages, and then I put some graph grid, and this is all up front. And then I put some dot grid. And then I went straight into my year. So in other years, I've utilized different extras pages. I've even put some pages in between every month. I think maybe even one of mine I did between every week. I'm not sure. I might have only done that every month. If you're really interested in Golden Coil, all those videos are in my Golden Coil playlist. I just put their normal US holidays so that I don't have like too many holidays crowding my calendar here. And I picked a Sunday start on both of mine. This is the weekly layout I picked. And this box is specifically made the exact size. They have some of their layouts that have these boxes where you could use a sticky note that you need to like move from week to week or things you need to take off. And I liked that function. I've really not utilized it before, so we're going to see if I utilize it this year. My weekly layout is just Monday through Sunday on the left here, and then a to-do list here, which you could kind of make it coordinate with the day if you wanted to use it that way. I don't think that's the way I'll be using it at all. And then more to-do tick-off boxes, you know, the Post-it or the box room if I don't use a Post-it there. A few more to-dos, an ideas box, and then a next week's box. So I am not sure how I'm going to utilize any of this yet, but if you want to follow along with me, I do quarterly planning update videos, and they're all under a playlist divided out by year. I share my own personal planning there every single quarter, like in all my planners and all my journals, and I start that out with my stack video for the year. So I'll be sharing my 2023 stack video probably mid-December and before I go on vacation. And then I will keep you updated every quarter, but I've had so many requests to share my planning more than every quarter. And so this next year, I might actually aim for trying to have a monthly planning update video. We will see how many months I can fit that in, but it is a fun video for me too to talk about my personal planning and not be doing a planner review. If you're new here, I do a lot of planner reviews because my whole goal is just to help you find the planner that will work best for you in the season that you are in without having to waste money and try out a whole bunch of planners. So I really try to give you all the details and the specs. I do share my personal opinions, but I try to give a pretty good unbiased review because many planners that won't work for me in my life and my season right now are the exact planner that will work for you. That is what my channel is all about. This is a more personal video because I'm sharing the personal planners I built for 2023 for myself versus a review. So that is the layout I chose. I'm really excited to try it out, you guys. I don't know how it's going to work with my system this year because I just switched my planners and I have not done that in like 5 years. All that I've shared a lot about on Instagram, but I have not done a planning updates video here yet on that. That will all be coming up. And if you want more personal sharing like that, check out my Instagram. I'm there popping in almost daily. And I will be taking a big break. I've never taken a break this big. There's going to be at least 3 weeks without a video going over Christmas break. I'm going to my sister's for Christmas. But I will definitely be popping in on Instagram. That's a place you can still keep up with me. Here is the layout. This could also be great for meal planning. This could also be great for, I've also thought about, I might just utilize this side of the planner if I'm only utilizing it for like kind of my weekly list. And then I might list like my appointments or big things for the day there so that I'm not flipping to this side. So I might only utilize one side or the other and kind of test that out. And I just know from using my Golden Coils in the past with trying out new layouts, I just have to give it time. I just have to try it out, hash things out, and then see where I end up, liking to use it and how I end up liking to use it. But the feel of their paper, the feel of their planners is simply amazing, you guys. It's beautiful. For planner lovers, if you love the simplicity and just the beauty of a book like this you can make it look professional based on what cover you pick. It's like very understated beauty. You can add as much color or washi or stickers as you wish, or none at all. At the end, I think I just added in a few notes pages. Oh, I put a kitchen conversions. I've never put that page in before, and I thought when I'm done with this planner this year, I will tear this out and I'm going to keep it in my kitchen where it's easily accessible, probably in a page protector just to be able to grab it, like with my recipes. So I don't know. I just thought it would be a useful thing. They have so many things like this you can add in your planner. A lined page comes opposite that, I believe. And then I picked this home care page because I had just never thrown it in before. And I thought it would be a fun one to have, kind of basically not thinking of housekeeping, but thinking of like major projects that I maybe wanted to have done in each room that year. I don't know. So we'll see if I use it or just play around with it. I threw those in, I think, just because I had some extra pages to go up to the limit of this coil size. And then their pocket folder, which is in every planner. And that is it. That is my weekly planner that I'm not sure how I will use this year and how it will fit into my system. But I'm loving this layout possibility and just want to see how I like it and how it works for me. And I just love the feel of how small this book is and that I got to choose every single thing in it and customize it. You guys, even if you're not going to purchase a planner, it's really fun to go on and play around, design a planner on their site and see what you might pick. I know so many people who have designed, planner after planner after planner and played around with it and haven't even purchased yet. So it's a really fun site to play around on. All right, guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. I know a lot of people who have tried out and used Golden Coil and fallen in love with them. I would love to hear all about that down below. If you are purchasing, don't forget about their sale coming up. If I have a discount code, I will stick that down in the description. No affiliate link. Thanks for being here, guys, and watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.